All right, so today I'm just going to talk real quick on leveraging this experience to future ones, right? So who here is proud of what they've done while they're here? Yes. Yes. Good. So everybody's proud of what they've done. You should be. You've done things that most high school students haven't done. What's more is a lot of them wouldn't bother doing it even given the opportunity. So you should be proud of what you've done. Now we talk a lot in here about how you're going to move from this experience to the next one. But what's the best way to do that? Who knows? So you want to use this, what do you want to use this experience for? Like now, next month, after you're done, are you just going to walk away from Blue Stamp and be like, that was cool, I'm on to my next thing? Or are you going to try and use this to go somewhere else? Yeah?
Probably going to end up like modifying our projects.
That's great. So after you're done here, you should know enough about your projects, enough about the methods of searching on the internet, finding forums, getting information to make changes, improvements, whatever you want to do with your project. They're your projects, and we definitely want you to do that. Great. What else?
Use it as a starting base.
Right? So you could start a whole new project. You could say, you know what, I've already built one project. I don't need any other help anymore. I figured all this stuff out. I can do my own. That's good. That's good. Anyone else? Yeah.
Like make connections and try to, get into another program.
Yeah. Use this as a way to get into other things. So if you're trying to get into something else that's selected, like Blue Stamp here, we're selected with our students, and we ask you straight on the application, what have you built, what have you done, what experience have you already had? That shows us that you're motivated and interested in the subject matter. There are programs that are even more selective than our own that you may want to get into. And this is a great way to show that I'm spending time in my summer to make cool stuff. That's good. What else? Yeah?
I mean, the experience that we get here is probably just useful in what we're going to do. I mean, if we're interested in pursuing something that's similar to what we did for our project, like in college.
Right. Like in college. So college, I like you brought up college. How could you leverage this experience into college?
Make like a club or
Sure.
making projects.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because you can make other stuff. So let's say you go to college and you get there. You know now what you can do, what you like and what you don't like. So some of you may like code more than electronics or mechanics, or some of you may like mechanics more than code. And that's great. You can use that to go to college and get even more experience. Who knows why we don't teach Blue Stamp engineering at the college level? Because we could. These are complicated enough. Who knows why we don't bother? So we do want to get you at a younger age so that you can get into it. And that's a big part, yeah. Yeah. What we want you to do is we want you to walk in to college on your first day. When you're a freshman, we want you to walk in and we want you looking for clubs. The experience you get in classes with homework and tests and lectures and everything, that's only half of what you could learn from the college experience. Now you can walk out with a diploma and be half as educated as you should be as you walk out of those doors. Spend all the same amount of money, walk out with half the education. The other half comes from learning how to be an adult, learning how to take care of your own things, learning leadership, learning how to build stuff outside of your classes. So if you just go to class, do your homework, get straight A's, you're not doing a great job at college. You're passing up on a lot of opportunities. And so we want you to go in freshman year and be like, you know what, I like building robots, I'm going to join the robot club. Why is it so important to get in when you're a freshman?
Because you're new.
Right? Because you're new? Why?
Because no one really knows you, so.
Right, so yeah, you can build a network, you can meet people, you can have fun. Because there's going to be a lot of things that are not productive in college you can do to meet people versus going to something like a robot club, which you're going to not only have fun, you're going to meet people, you're going to enjoy your time, and you're going to be building your resume and getting really awesome at a skill. That's good. Why else do you want to get into whatever clubs or activities as a freshman?
To get more experience.
To get more experience. So guess who runs the clubs? Is it a teacher that runs the clubs?
Students.
It's the students. But it's not just the students, it's the students that are most awesome at doing that stuff. So you want to get in as a freshman so that, like, if you're going to build,
The earlier you're in, the better.
the earlier in, the better. You get the experience of doing the silly stuff like soldering things or putting things together or doing what you're told by the senior students. By the time you're a junior or senior, you've already got that experience. And you can say, hey, I'm running for president of this club. I want to drive this club into a certain direction. And I can do that because I've got the experience. You all know that I'll work, and let's get this done. So you want to make sure that you're spending time at the beginning, because if you walk in, like let's say you get in junior year and you're like, hey, I want to join the robot club. They're like, great, there's the wires to solder. You start at the bottom at your junior year. By the time you have experience that makes it so that you're good enough to run the club, you're graduating, and you've missed your opportunity. So you want to get in as soon as you can to any of those things that you want to do. It doesn't matter what it is. It should be similar to Blue Stamp. You do the things that you want to do, and you get good at them, and hope that somebody will pay you to do it one day. Right?
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to talk about is getting into college. What's the best way to use this experience to get into college?
Right
Put it on the resume.
Resume.
Yeah, that's good. Resume or something like that. What else? What do we give you that will help you get into college?
Letter of recommendation.
That's good. We'd be happy to rate those. What else? Experience. Awesome. What else? What do you walk out of here with?
Project.
Right? So your project, you don't want to have sitting in disrepair. You want it working all the time. So if you have an opportunity to show it off or use it or go do something, you can go do that. So it shouldn't just be sitting in a box under your desk not working. It should be sitting on a shelf ready to go. So that means making sure that your battery doesn't kill itself on your solar projects, because if you leave it to discharge all the way for 2 years, it won't work, it'll break itself. You want to bring it out every couple months, make sure it's still working, play with it, do something with it, or try and look for opportunities to show it off. We had a student last year that takes every opportunity he has to show off his robot. So you want that project to be in good working condition. What else do we give you here? What does everybody have when they finish the Blue Stamp program?
Oh,
Yeah, all that
Websites.
stuff, all that content that you're generating, that is all really valuable. And the most valuable thing about that is it's really easy for you to share your project and what you're done in your experience, because we put it all on the webpage with one succinct link. And so if you want to leverage the Blue Stamp program and everything you've learned into something more, into college, internships, jobs, keep that link handy and make sure it looks good. So you're all working on your websites, your documentation, all those kinds of things. You want that to look good. Because once you have it set, the goal is once you have it set next Friday, you won't have to work on it anymore, and it'll look great. And it'll be relevant for the next couple of years. That's a big tool that you have that you can put out to lots of different people with almost no effort. All it takes is an email, and they get that thing, and they see your site. Wow, this guy's legit. The other thing I want to talk about is if you do finish your project and you want to work on it more on your own, or you start another project, we want to invite you to continue updating your page and your YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. We want to invite you to continue using the Blue Stamp website as a platform for you to launch your education and career. So we have that available to you. You will keep your account with the Blue Stamp webpage. It's yours. That's great, right? So if you build another project, or if you improve upon yours, or you find that you don't like your web page anymore, it's not as accurate, or you want to use it as more a portfolio page that includes other work that you've done, that's great. We leave all that stuff up and it's free to use. So you should be thinking about that, not just as you finish this project in the next week, but also as you go and apply for colleges or start changing the way you want to market yourself to whatever you're going after next year and the year after. Right? Any questions? Any other ideas that you might want to share with your fellow students? Yeah?
Can we do it for more than 1 year?
Blue Sand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're welcoming you to come back. If you do want to return, we're going to give you more responsibility in terms of planning and budgeting your project and making sure it gets done. You're also going to be expected to do a harder project. But, it's good. You should be able to take this and go forward. Still have to do an application, yeah?
Let's say we're in college. Let's say we're in college though and we want to come back. Not like as a student.
As a staff member, we would love for our students to come back and be staff members with us because we already know you, we already know you work, everything like that. That is a great plan. And the job that these guys have is sweet. So, like, I would love to be a staff member here. The challenges will remain the same. So, like, we have an intense interview that includes technical stuff and includes what have you built. So, if I don't think we've ever hired somebody who just finished freshman year. I don't even know if we've hired anybody that's just finished sophomore year. Maybe one person. But it's tough to get a job with us. So if you want to do that, I think that's awesome. And you've got a great start. But you need to keep building for the next couple of years. What year are you in school? Sophomore? Yeah, so keep building, keep doing stuff. By the time you're done with your freshman year, you could be our first just finishing freshman college student that works for Blue State. But you got to know your stuff down pat. Right? But I encourage all of you to continue working and to apply. Even if you're not sure, even if you're not quite sure, still apply. Yeah.
Is it just a summer thing, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only people that work year round is Rob and I. But that's going to change over time.
Okay.
So we're looking. As we grow, we need to have more help during the year. Yeah. Any other questions or notes for your fellow peers
No.
Don't forget the thing.
about the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't forget. All right, we're good. Get back to your projects. I don't want to take any more time.